We here at Level 7 Games love... Hold on, let me get this just right. We love... Yeah, that was better. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Maybe a little too much, but how could we not when they are one of the best superhero teams ever created? And I mean, you know, the Avengers, they're pretty close, but there are 28 of them, and they still, to this day, are not as awesome as the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Can I get a hallelujah? And no, I'm not here to argue with you why the Turtles are better than literally everyone else on the planet. We're here to play some games and give you our opinion as to which Ninja Turtle games you should play and avoid before Shredder's Revenge finally comes out, whenever the hell that release date's showing up. So let's dive into this pizza pie of gaming goodness. Cowabunga! Awesome arcade action. Not too long and has beautiful sprite work. The most unique NES Ninja Turtle game of them all. It's a hard-as-nails gem that is often overlooked because of its difficulty. That being said, it is hard. So unless a real challenge is what you want, and it kills me to say this, but it's okay to skip this one. You don't have to put yourself through this, but if you want to, you do it. Same great gameplay as the first one on the Game Boy, and it's even a little bit longer. It does unfortunately have uglier sprites though, but hey, it's still a lot of fun. Fighting games made for the NES, SNES, and Genesis, all featuring turtles and different characters depending on the port that you play. Not only are the characters different, so is the gameplay. The SNES is very similar to a Street Fighter 2. The Genesis port is basically Eternal Champions, a little harder to control but still a blast. And the NES port is stupid expensive, so who gives a crap? Unless you love fighting games, like bordering on an unhealthy obsession, you aren't really missing much with any of these. Most people say it is the best game on the Super Nintendo, let alone the TMNT library of games. In short, this is one of the best beat-em-ups ever made. Literally everything that came after this was just trying to be this. But I get the feeling you already know that, don't you? Oh my God, Turtles in Time is so good! A game based on the 2012 series. Sounds awesome. It's not. Controls suck, gameplay is repetitive, and who did this? Why? For real? What have you done? This game is the reason the NES even exists. Mario? It's close, but no. Contra? Not as fun as you remember, I swear. Zelda? Oh, that's a real solid attempt. Really good attempt, you guys. But still no! I mean it. You need only one game for the NES, and this is it. You're welcome, and I'm happy that you agree with me. You know Smash Brothers, right? Well, imagine that, but replace all of the really stupid anime characters with actually good characters. And there you have it, TMNT Smash Up. Smash Brothers plays better. It's true. But that's okay, because the Turtles have a second party game that is much better than Smash Up. A game based on the Michael Bay film? Yes. And not only yes, but this might be the sleeper gem of all of the TMNT games. I purchased it expecting pure garbage. I mean, it's on the 3DS after all. But this smart 3D beat-em-up makes you use the right turtle against certain enemies. And as you continue to play the game, you unlock power-ups, new weapons, all sorts of really kick-ass stuff. Seriously, give this one a shot because it is super cheap. Also based in the 2012 series, this one is luckily different than the 360 game. Splinter be praised! Danger of the Ooze is a Metroidvania in the TMNT universe. It's not as good as another game on this list. Don't worry, it's coming. But if you're looking for an easy Metroidvania for kids to jump into the genre, try this one out. But just know that there are better. You love Turtles in Time. It's not a question, it's a statement. Great! Because this Genesis game is basically DLC for Turtles in Time. It's a blast and should be in every single Genesis collection everywhere. Yes, it's pricey, but come on, it's totally worth it. And all the haters out there, you shut the hell up. There are two versions of the 03 TMNT series in game form. That sentence is a lot to take in, I'll just give you a second. Okay, you're done. The first trilogy we're talking about are the handheld ones. They span from the GBA to the DS. All three are action platformers that let you take control of each turtle, and they all tell one continuous story. Solid controls, beautiful sprites, and fantastic writing. Because come on, we're talking about the turtle. What the hell else could you even want? Nothing. There's nothing else you want. Just play these. Same story is told here as the handheld version, but add a dimension and take away aging gracefully. As fun as all three of these were back in the day, going back and playing them now is admittedly pretty rough. They have awful camera controls, sluggish controls for the turtles, and some truly wackadoo hit detection. They're okay, but that also means that they're okay to skip. Hey, you know how I promised the better Metroidvania game? And you've been waiting and you're like, ooh, what is it? I want to know. Well, this is it. The best looking Game Boy game with the best controls, the best, just fantastic layout of the whole game. Level design is on point, the characters are fun to control, and really all you're trying to do is go out there, find your bros, and kick Shredder's ass. It's perfect. This game starts slow, so slow. But trust me, the more you play this side-scrolling action game, the better it gets. As you begin to upgrade the turtles, TMNT just gets better and better, making it a solid choice for literally everyone. You're welcome. TMNT home consoles. Once again, we get two versions of the same story. TMNT not only showed up on the Game Boy Advance, but all of the home consoles of the time as well. This title is unique among TMNT games because its sole focus is platforming. And when you do finally get into a fight, the controls are easy to use and just all around fun, making this title extremely relaxing, but really fun to get through. And that's just a hard thing to find. What do you think of these guys? Not exactly easy on the eyes. Well, I mean, I don't know. I was always told not to judge a book by its cover. But in this case, your gut was 100% correct. This 3D beat 'em up has no ambition to do anything new. There's just not even an ounce of joy to be had. And it has controls that are so unresponsive that I honestly had to check my controller a couple times to make sure that it was still working properly. Good news? My controller works great. Out of the Shadows does not. It's so bad. It's terrible. Based on the IDW comic series, this semi-open world game has the turtles fighting some very familiar faces. And each turtle can be given special moves after earning them by kicking some foot butt. The butt of the foot. The foot with your butt. No, the butt with your foot. And in all honesty, this game does start to feel a little repetitive. But it only barely overstays its welcome before you finish the whole thing, so don't let that deter you from a good time. This is one hell of a beat 'em up made for the home console with extras not included in the original arcade game. But it's hard to play this one when you know there's better on the exact same console. I mean, I'm not saying that it's bad by any stretch of the imagination, and really, it could sway either way depending on your opinion whether number 2 or number 3 is better, but I gotta tell you, I think number 3 is just that much better. It makes this one okay to skip. Hey, do you remember that party game that I promised was going to come up at some point that's way better than Smash Up, but I just kind of left you hanging for, honestly, a little too long? Well, Mutant Melee is that game. It's an all-out brawl in a 3D space, but unlike Smash Up, Mutant Melee is fun with friends and by yourself. Go ahead and take notes there, Smash Brothers. Each character has a small campaign to play through that unlocks more levels, characters, and even more game modes. Oh my gosh, I miss games where you had to play them to earn more stuff. It was always so cool. From all-out war to keep away, Mutant Melee has more to explore and is a solid, fun freaking game to play. Seriously, I love this one. All of the handheld TMNT games have been killing it so far. So it's about time that we talk about one that duh. Arcade Attack tries to be an arcade beat 'em up, but it just fails across the entire board. Delayed controls, imaginary hitboxes, long, boring levels that never end. The game's scorekeeping is completely nonsensical and just don't play this one. Trust me, if games get worse than this, they just need to stay in the pits of hell where they belong and never show their faces ever again. This is officially the worst TMNT game ever made. So, there you have it. 27 Ninja Turtle games reviewed. The list is basically split in half with great games and not so great games. But here's hoping the upcoming TMNT Splinter's Revenge is going to be a must-play when it comes out. Which Turtles game is your favorite? And do you think that we got all the ratings correct? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for being here, and until next time, seriously, don't play Arcade Attack. It's not fun. I know you're tempted, but don't. For the sake of your soul, leave it where it belongs in hell.